had shots for the past few years. They put through the festival pre-COVID when we got canceled. Your first comic from Denver, Colorado. Give it up for Jeff Cohen! I mean, he is creepy as fuck looking, I guess. So. And I guess your next comic from Philadelphia is also creepy as fuck looking. Give it up for Ron Sam!
Immediately I start going into ranting. The masks control your movements. Open your eyes. Dr. Fauci gets paid by Big Swab. That's I want the one quote. If there's one thing I want people to take away from my comedy, it's that Dr. Fauci is a fraud. My name is Eitan Levine, and I prove this now.
No, you're crazy. You're fucking supposed to headline, and then
I know the American Airlines, which I don't know why I put my faith in American Airlines to begin with. I landed at 9:50 a.m. in Chicago for my connecting flight, and then it was late, so I didn't even get to go to the show. I then waited for 8 hours in Chicago and finally made it to Cleveland, and it was a blast yesterday. Yesterday was fun. You know, it's a shame I didn't get here for the actual show I was supposed to be in, though.
Why do you do all these festivals? I mean, what are you getting out of them? Like, you've done enough. You're an expert on these. Like, what's good, what's bad? Like, why do you keep doing them?
I think that festivals, I get two things out of. One is, I guess three things. One, they're fun, which I think is like the thing. Is, I'm from New York, and New York has a lot of great opportunities to perform and a lot of great places to perform, but it's very in New York, and I think that people who start in New York tend to stay in New York, so the festivals have given me an ability to like go out and experience comedy in the rest of the country. Within that, you meet new comics that you never met before, and you learn about the other scenes in the country, which is great. And then on top of that, festivals really give you an opportunity to learn about the infrastructure of comedy outside of the area that you're in. So, when I'm going to do festivals like Cleveland Comedy Fest, Rubber City Comedy Fest, you're there, you're meeting people that are from the rest of the country. So anytime I go to Omaha, anytime I go to Denver, anytime I go to, Raleigh, North Carolina now, because of these festivals, I'm able to get up, in these places, and I don't think I would be able to have that same sort of circle if I, hadn't done these festivals. You also learn the business. I think another thing is that, like, comedy across the country is so different in regards to the infrastructure of that comedy. Like New York, LA, it's very much getting on TV, getting the Colbert audition, getting this, that audition, whatever. The rest of the country, I find, is more about how do I keep on doing this, and how do I do as many cities, and how do I continue to tour and travel and stuff like that. And I feel like both sides don't mix a lot, and festivals have been a really good way to get exposure to both sides of those things.
Who's the worst comic you've ever seen?
Kyle Houndhorst is the word comically bad, I would say. Yeah, I got no. Yeah, who's the worst?
I don't know what that is.
I'm trying to think who the worst comic I've seen is. Is there anybody that's universally hated that I could say? Terhune. No, worst comic ever? Yeah, that's the thing. My roast joke for a while, I used on two different people, which is an industry secret. The roast jokes get reused. Was Sam Katz. The only difference between Sam Katz and Donald Trump is that Donald Trump is funny.
Where can they find you on the internet? Like, what do you want people to follow?
Yeah, I do a game show on TikTok called Jewish or Anti-Semitic that is huge amongst Jewish college kids. So if you're a Jewish college kid watching this, watch that. Eitan the Goalie on Instagram. I got a podcast, Good Jew, Bad Jew. I do it with Matt Broussard.
I looked at my daughter. I said, "Baby," she was killing him. My wife got mad as shit. She started elbowing me, I was like, I know I fucked up. Let me fix this. Then I said the second dumbest thing came to my mind, but now I try to get firmer, because I know I said some dumb shit, I don't want my daughter to think I'm playing around, So I look at my daughter straight back and say, man, if I ever catch you killing somebody, I'll fuck you up. Don't ever let me catch you killing nobody in this goddamn house. Your mother don't even kill me, shit. I was trying to die tonight, shit. You gonna fuck that up, man. You know, funeral in this bitch now. I'm gonna get y'all to laugh, man. Y'all ain't laughed at shit. Nope, I seen it. Y'all should have sat in the back. Y'all fucking my confidence up. Were y'all fighting on the way or something? She laughing, man. They laughing, but they ain't laughing, you know. Comedians always tell that first person in the front row not laughing at shit. This she laughing all angry. This is how she laughing all stuck up. Fuck them. Let me show y'all. This is what she doing. She laughing like this.
Alright, Nick, how long you been doing comedy for?
2.5 years.
What got you started to doing comedy?
I thought I was the funniest motherfucker of all time and I had to prove it.
Do you think there's anyone funnier than you?
No, bro, there's 0 people funnier than me, especially this dude right here, not funny at all. But he's not even gonna look. He's a roast.
You know some of the people you do like, some people you do like.
Dude, he sucks. Sam's funny. You got Zach, Blake, Bob, John Brown. Did I say Zach already? Zach fucking sucks.
Yesterday at Baxter, so
He fucking sucks too. Austin, he's terrible.
I'm better than that guy.
That's actually fair.
cities are usually around that. What can people catch?
Oh shit, bro. You can catch me.
Interviewing the most uninteresting person here. Didn't make any sense.
You gotta turn the brightness down. Get that shine on this guy.
Don't fucking mess with Queen me, bro. No, bro, do it in Akron. College Station, Austin.
So what do you aspire to have happen with your comedy? What do you want to do with this comedy?
Their clothes.
I'm gonna be the most famous motherfucker of all time. Ever.
Enough too, but what motivates you most to do?
I need to make enough money to buy my mom a house so I can move her away from me. That's about it. That's a driving force.
That's a driving force. It's a huge motivation for you. All right.
Hey, if y'all are having a great time tonight, make sure if you want to go to every single event that the Rubber City Comedy Festival is putting on, they're selling festival passes for $60 when you walk out here, or you can go online and get them right now. They're good. You can walk in anywhere. You get a nice little lanyard. It's cool. You feel like a special human being, and you get to laugh so much more. Amazing.
I think I wanted to be a teacher, and then I realized that wasn't in the cards, so I decided to do what's basically like it. It's just shouting at a group of adults and trying to teach them something, whether it's a joke or a weird fact with a funny twist. I'm Matt Farkas. I am the event manager at the Highland Square site for the Rubber City Comedy Festival.
I just Google, is it raining? I don't even feel human. But now I know I can go to Jimmy John's. I did have to borrow my mom's car to get to work. I had to borrow my mom's car, and she's fucking gross. I love my mom, but she's gross because I get in her vehicle, I get in her car, and it's just like crunch, crunch. Because there is a layer, inch thick, of pistachio shells. Yeah. She has been pistachioed without a bag. Dude, pistachios are the white lady's dip. And she's been dipping without a Gatorade bottle. Y'all dip? You dip at Hill Manager? No, dip's cool. I'm a young gay lady. I decide what's cool.
What brought you out tonight?
Squats. Cinco de Mayo. So many squats.
So, where you guys come from before here?
Louisiana.
You're from Louisiana?
Your mom, it was crazy. Your mom. I'm from Tito.
Roast him!
You got it. It was actually really difficult for Joe and his mustache to be here tonight.
Thanks to this battle, an elementary school is missing a broom and its resident pedophile. Take your time.
They say you are what you eat. I guess Brandon ate a shitty comedian.
I guess Joe didn't need a Marine then. Joe was almost a Marine, and as almost a Marine, Joe actually ran into a lot of problems with the Don't Ask, Don't Tell program. You see, people don't ask him to perform stand-up because he doesn't tell funny jokes.
Good. Brandon has a joke in his act where he says he used to work for a sexual predator. And that really sucks. But I guess it's pretty cool to be your own boss.
Joe is clearly adamant about keeping his championship belt. And I don't blame him. It must have taken a long time to find one big enough for his mother to shoot up with.
Brandon is a sad glimpse of what happens when women are forced to attempt at-home abortions.
Joe's comedy is a lot like a toilet at pharmacy. We're all ashamed to admit we've seen it, but behind closed doors, most people just shit on it.
Brandon didn't get into comedy to make people laugh. Success.
Joe Graham posts his content on Pornhub under Joe Graham Comedy, which is really convenient for him considering 2 minutes is the longest anyone's ever tolerated his act.
True. Let's see. Brandon looks like Captain America if he never got the super soldier serum.
Alright! I think that deserved a little more, guys. Hey, whatever. Fuck it, this is show 17 for the week. Alright, this is just for round one. This isn't for the title. If you guys think Joe won, make some noise. If you guys think Brandon won, make some noise. I think that goes to Brandon, round one.
Ding, ding.
All right, round two. 1 minute through. Jeremy, do you got the time?
I have the time.
All right, Joe, you're up. Roast him.
Brandon is not a white supremacist, but he told me that as much as he wishes it were true, he just doesn't think the Holocaust happened. If Brandon's jokes were a fish, I would throw them back. They say laughter is the best medicine, but you should try new bones. Brandon has a podcast where him and his friend John, and it's called The Petri Dish, because why be creative? I'm happy to be roasting Brandon tonight. Usually they put me up against a lot of straight white guys, and at least tonight they gave me a crooked one. Brandon looks like a test tube baby if the test was bent and the test failed.
Time.
Good.
My turn? Right.
That's how this works.
I hate to punch down, guys, but Joe didn't complete enough military training to defend against it, so I'm going to continue anyway. Meeting Joe Graham has pushed me to support homeless veterans. After seeing him do stand-up, I definitely believe he deserves to be homeless. Joe's father, unfortunately, wasn't around for him as a kid, so he learned comedy from his mother, which explains why he goes out every night and eats so many dicks. Joe Graham took a job selling marijuana for a living because after 4 years of trying stand-up comedy, he was desperate to provide something that would actually make people laugh. It's no secret that Joe Graham surrounds himself with multiple pet cats because animals shitting in sand and burying it helps him pretend he actually made it through boot camp and is now in Iraq. Joe spends his weekends volunteering at a battered women's shelter because he's too anxious to Facebook stalk his exes.
Fucking hell yeah, dude. Alright guys, if you think Brandon won, make some noise. If you guys think Joe won, make some noise. And new International Champion, Brandon Petrie. Hey, I just want to say this real quick, guys. Joe has had a fucking monster run as our champion. Can you guys give it up for him? He's fucking defends his title every goddamn show, and he has to write 3 rounds of jokes. He's a goddamn juggernaut. If you ever see him out, go see him. Thanks, dude. Great job, dude. Great champion. You want to say anything?
I usually give a victory speech, but I will be 100% honest. I honestly chose Brandon when I did this roast because I figured like he was one of the only people that could beat me. And no insult to anyone else in Cleveland, but he absolutely did what I thought he was gonna do. And I gotta be honest, I'm really glad he won, and I'm not gonna say like my heart wasn't in it. There's no excuse of doing a bunch of roasts. The fucking man killed me, and I really appreciate what he did tonight, and you guys should too.
What are you?
Really good. And I was like, he did have a laptop.
You know they buy it.
This is my favorite time of year. It's like Thanksgiving for the
I'm Josh Volchka. I helped put on the Rubber City Comedy Festival with Kyle Hanmores, Matt Farkas, and Marv Conner.
All right. How long have you? When did you start doing comedy? How long have you been doing this for?
I've been doing comedy since I was 27, so it's about 10 years now. 10 years.
Was there a specific moment that triggered you to say, you know something? Today is the day that I'm going to start doing comedy.
Yeah, I actually used to teach at the University of Akron, and I was so scared to be in front of people. When I started doing that, I'm like, oh, this isn't that bad. And then all of a sudden, it's like, I've always liked to be funny, I like to tell jokes, and all of a sudden, it's like that fear of being in front of people just went away. So I started to just like, hey, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this. I'm going to go on stage.
So when people are when they're pursuing being a stand-up comic, they have specific goals in mind that they may envision themselves reaching. Do you feel like you reached some of those goals, or do you still have them in mind?
I've reached every goal I've ever wanted out of this because I get on stage, I make people laugh. That's the best part, right? That's all I want to do. I like to be in the area. I love to bring comedy to Akron. I like to bring comedy to people around the place I want to live. Do I want to travel and stuff?
What's next for Josh?
Personally, I don't have a lot of comedy goals in general. What I think is a goal for me is to build this festival up bigger than it ever has been. And like, I think we've done well from year 1 to year 2 to make it bigger. I mean, obviously you're here filming this, and like just bringing comedy to Akron and understanding that like people coming from out of town, like, hey, there's a scene here. The Funny Stuff Comedy Club's awesome. Let's bring in new, fresh talent there. Let's like really build this to what it should be, because people in this area are really easy to make laugh, and they really enjoy comedy. And I think people enjoy that, and that's really my goal is now is like, let's work with people in this area to like make comedy great here, because it is. and we've, you know, Cleveland's great too, and like it's just want to bring everything we can to this particular city.
Do you have any projects that you worked on in comedy that you're most proud of? I know that you're doing a voiceover on Hulu or something like that.
That is 100% not true. I don't know why Bob brought me up on that, because that is not a thing.
Okay.
No, the best thing I've ever done in comedy is this Rubber City Comedy Fest is the best thing I've done in comedy, because we bring talent from out of town and show like, hey, there's a scene here, and it's fun. People fucking love it. They do. They've come out. All the shows have been better. I loved last night at the Ad Hom show. I feel like it was like the end of 8 Mile. We're all just sitting there just like, yes, let's go. It was awesome. That was a great moment for me, and it'll always be a moment I remember.
All right, so if people want to find you out there in the virtual realm, how do they find you?
They can follow my dog. It's at crazy little thing called Chubb. He's on Instagram. He's adorable. You really like him. This is how you plug yourself, Amanda.
Plugging myself above the touch, okay?
No. That guy's pissed. You can follow me on Twitter at Josh V Comedy, or you can follow me on Instagram at Josh Volchko.
Nice. Y'all stupid. That's what it looks like. Somebody, did he say his dick had teeth? Yes, I did. That's what I said. It's hard, man. They stupid. I'm gonna show you later. Don't worry. I see you, green jacket. I don't give a fuck. I can't see nothing else. I'm fucking the shit out of green jacket tonight. I don't give a. Okay, I'm just playing. That's somebody's grandma. I can see. That's somebody. I'm gonna get pussy and greens tonight. This shit gonna be dope as fuck. I'm excited in a motherfucker. This shit. Sorry, white people. Greens is. The greens is what. It's like green bean casserole, but not for y'all. You know what I'm saying? Hey, y'all should get me the fuck off this stage. The white people scared all of a sudden.
I'm Amy. Rachel.
Nice to meet you, Amy, Rachel. What brought you out tonight?
A mental health day. Yeah, we're having a mental health day. I called off work.
So did you hear about that this is the Rubber City Akron Comedy Festival?
No, so I just called because, like I said, it's mental health.
She's a TikToker, a nurse, and your sister. Holy shit. What's her name? Devin. And is Devin single? Devin's not single, but if you tried hard enough, it's okay. I'm sure he loves you. Just afraid of commitment. It's alright. What about you? You're over here laughing a little too hard at that. Do you have a boyfriend? You're married? Oh, okay. That's why she's laughing hard. She's like, yeah, I got married, bitch, so I'm not worried. He like made you do it? You had to go up there and say I do. You had to tell your whole family about it. How do he make you do it?
Are you guys looking at fun tonight?
Is this a video?
Yeah.
Control is everybody on. Let's really get into the personal stuff. All right, sir, you go first. What kind of birth control is your favorite? Pull and pray. Okay. I will say I went to Catholic school, and that is the method they taught us. They're like, here's your only option, pull and pray. Most of the girls I went to school with have at least 5 children.
This whole wedding. This is a man that can't trust a fart, so I'm going to trust him in a marriage. I've done that though, where I farted and then go in the bathroom and been like, close call. Let's talk about you guys one time. I'm sorry I made you guys stay. You can leave whenever now. I thought it was going to be... one guy's clapping, he's running the show, so he wants you to be here. We're just going to come to this side. Has anybody got you guys yet?
We've been talking to you.
What about you, person who's on the saddest date?
This is my dad.
Oh, that's your dad?
Yeah.
Moving on. Dad, I'm sorry. I was going to say, I hope you have a good time at the Rubber City Comedy Festival and you enjoy many of our amenities that we have, such as 2 bathrooms in both parks. Stay away from Red Fox.
How's your festival been so far?
I think it's been great. I just love seeing all these young kids out, reminding me of how much comedy can change the world. Because it's such a we're saving lives, people. We're saving lives. That's the point I wanted to make. It reinvigorates me as an older person in this festival. I'm probably the oldest, I'd say. And it just makes me feel alive to see all this laughter, all this good times. I love it. I'm glad we did it. Year one was so scary because we had got shut down because of COVID and we didn't know what was going to happen. But this year, it seems real solid. Everything seems much better planned, I think. And the comics, last year was great. This year seemed to be even a level higher.
I'm Carter Morgan, international comedian. I was born in Cleveland and I'm back for the first time to do comedy. Very excited.
What got you into comedy?
Yo, I used to watch the Conan O'Brien show and I would see these comedians come on and do the monologues. I was like, yo, I want to be like them. But I thought I would get rich first and then do comedy, and that didn't happen, so I was like, I'm gonna just start now. I can't wait to get rich.
So is that one of your biggest motivations?
Get rich? No. It's just not having to work. Like if I can just go on vacation and be somewhere sunny with someone beautiful, I'm happy.
You're trying to buy your freedom.
Yo, it's sold for I don't know how much, how long ago. Let me buy it back now. I'm happy with that.
Does comedy give you the opportunity now, or are you working towards it?
You know, comedy's been beautiful to me. I'm putting on 2-hour-long shows at Edinburgh Fringe in Scotland. I'm recording those and selling those after. And comedy's taking me all over the world, talking to all kinds of people. I'm happy with comedy right now. Hopefully it'll continue to be happy with me.
So if people want to find you, how do they find you?
I'm Carter the Comic on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and I have a website, carterthecomic.com. Check me out.
My aspirations with this video project is to kind of make a documentary. We'll see how this turns out. You know, you're looking at it right now, so obviously it might be turning out pretty damn good. You know, my dreams with all of this is, you know, maybe we'll make something really good for, you know, Akron River City Comedy Festival.
Yeah, that's cool. That's quality. That was nice. Hey, get off your phone. You guys ready for some jokes? Woo! So I took my girlfriend to get an abortion. As soon as we pulled in, she goes, "Hey, this isn't Cheesecake Factory." I was like, "I didn't say we were going to Cheesecake Factory. I said I had a surprise for your birthday." She jumps to conclusions.
The last guy Morgan had sex with broke his finger on her vagina. It's crazy. There were like 10 jade eggs up there.
It's true. It's surprising to me that Becca is a stand-up comedian, but what's not surprising is that after every show, she steals the copper wire from all the venues.
True, copper is very valuable metal. Morgan and her dad don't talk much anymore. It makes the sex so awkward.
I know we're at a roast battle, but I actually really like Becca because she reminds me of home. I'm originally from Colorado, and she has the same exact energy as the Columbine school shooter.
Thanks. Yeah, you're lucky we didn't go to school together. It's so crazy. Women just lost the right to abortion, or as Megan calls it, that thing my dad tried to make my mom get.
That would have been funnier if you got my name right, but...
Sorry, I don't remember Florida bitches.
cousin It on the Addams Family. You did a really good job. Speaking of families, I learned that Becca actually shares a lot of her family's qualities. For example, she has her brother's sense of humor, her mother's intelligence, and her father's face.
Yeah, I don't share as much with my family as Morgan does with her, though. She is from Florida. NASA recently discovered a black hole that sucks in all the energy and light in its path. It's her vagina.
That's probably why I have more sex than you do. Becca describes her personal style as whatever is comfortable, clearly. But I would describe it as whatever she could find on the floor after getting fucked by Kurt Cobain.
I don't know who Kurt Cobain is. Your reference is way too old. You get that from your dad, sweetie? When Morgan had her wisdom teeth out, she developed a condition called dry socket, which is also what men call her pussy.
Becca says that she's really bad at making eye contact, which I totally get because it's really hard to make eye contact when no one wants to look at you.
We gotta pick a winner. We gotta pick a fucking winner. I don't want to. Hey, give me a fucking second, Charlie. If you guys think Morgan won, make some noise. If you guys think Rebecca won, make some noise. Rebecca, you won. Congratulations. I think everybody.
Oh, hey. Yeah, I started doing videos and sketches and stuff shortly after I started doing comedy with a good friend of mine, Mark Silverstein, and we did a bunch of sketch comedy. I learned a lot of video stuff from him, and then I just noticed how important it is to have a good video to send out to bookers, and thought I'd learn how to make them. And so I've been doing this for like 6 or 7 years. Percocet, yeah, Molly Percocet. Yeah. So I've been doing this. I've been doing stand-up comedy since like 2015. Been doing video production stuff, learning that since probably about 2016. And then I've been doing video stuff with Kyle and the Rubber City Comedy Festival since it started, really. I was going to help him in 2020 and then it got pushed back. So 2021, last year, was my first year recording everybody's sets, kind of running the booth at the Funny Stop, getting to know Pete a little bit, getting cussed out some for being in the way, you know, like trying to figure out how they start the shows up there. And yeah, it's been a good time, man. We've been doing a lot of real fun stuff. You know, it's really a selfless venture. We're really here trying to promote Akron as one of the coolest cities and a really fun place to be. And the comics that are here as really good people that are very talented and very funny. And we want to bring other people into this environment so that they enjoy it the same way that we do. And then we want everybody to go back out into the world with the tools to say, like, hey, I'm from Akron, I do comedy in Akron, but I'm good enough to be on stage in New York City. All right.
The man, the legend who has set up the Rubber City Comedy Festival here. Has it been difficult for you managing everything?
Well, that's kind of a crazy question. Yes, it's difficult. It's difficult. It's not hard. It's It's a weird question. Of course, it's difficult. There's a ton of moving parts in this thing. That's why we got you here and everybody here working on the festival. Like I just manage everybody. Everybody else is doing all the work.
My best
movie-going experience ever. I went and saw a movie, and I sat next to this family that was super loud. But they weren't talking, they were chewing. Yeah, right? Just big crunches, like... I'm like, what the fuck is happening? And I hear one of the kids go, oh no, I dropped it. I dropped the pickle. What? Do we see what's happening here? This family had a pickle. One pickle. A movie pickle. A communal pickle. You understand? They're passing around one pickle in the dark like John Stockton.
I'm gonna call this show Karen's, Karen, Karen's. All K's.
Everything on this thing was manual. Nothing was automatic. That means if your boy wanted a nice breeze on a hot summer day, I got some jacked forearms from rolling down them Wendy's, right? The side mirror was gone. I don't know where it went, but wherever it fucked off to, it took the rear view mirror with it. Right? Speaking of mirrors, you know how the visors will have mirrors? Well, the passenger side didn't, but the driver's side did, which don't make any goddamn sense, because it's not like, one, I'm doing my makeup to look all pretty, and B, no one in the history of ever that's driven a 2002 Dodge Neon has ever wanted to look back into their own dead, soulless, defeated eyes. Who the fuck steals a 2002 Dodge Neon, y'all? It had a tape player. It was 2002. They didn't even make cassettes anymore. And this piece of shit had a tape player. So I hope whoever stole my car loves the shit out of Hootie and the Blowfish's cracked rear view, because that's the only fucking cassette that you can still find at a Goodwill. And the fuck steals a Dodge Neon. I pulled up to a red light in this thing one time, and a guy in a Porsche pulled up next to me, started revving his engine like he wanted to race me. Like, what sad-dicked motherfucker needs that win in their life, right? Like, I've never felt more bad for someone's girlfriend in my entire life. There's no way that woman's ever come. It's never happened. So the light turned green, and then that piece of shit took off like it's a fucking Vin Diesel movie. Like, yeah, you beat me, you piece of shit. I'm pretty sure if I beat you, I get your car. I've seen the Fast and the Furious movies. That's how that shit works. And also, why is it that by the time we get to the last Fast and the Furious movie, they're like master thieves who can steal anything? When in the first Fast and the Furious movie, they had a hard time stealing DVD players from methed out truckers. That doesn't make any sense, and the order don't make any sense, because it goes 1, 2, then 4, then 5, then 6, then 3, then 7, then 8, then 9. And the names don't make any sense, because the first one's called The Fast and the Furious. The second one is called Too Fast, Too Furious. And that's algebra that I don't want to have to do. And the third one don't even have a 3 in the name. It's just called Tokyo Drift, which I assume has something to do with drifting about Tokyo. And the fourth one is called Fast and Furious, because this series doesn't need articles. And then the fifth one is called Fast 5. But then the sixth one is called The Fast and the Furious 6. But then the seventh one is called Furious 7. But then the eighth one is called The Fate of the Furious. But they've made more of them, which leads me to believe that they do not understand the definition of the word fate. And then the ninth one is just called F9. Because this series doesn't need words anymore. You get letters and numbers, and now the rapper Ludacris is in space. And if that doesn't sound stupid, oh, don't worry, I can do you one better. Because in the 8th Fast and the Furious movie, they battle a submarine.
Plant emoji. And just like the one night stand, the next morning you're just like waking up going like, ah! What did I do last night? Except instead of condom wrappers, I have McChicken wrappers all over my body. Roll over and realize I'm in bed with a clown. It's not a very unloving moment.
But I go, hey, you know what? I am a comedian and a little bit of a smart ass, so I sent them a picture of a chick.
Then they sent me a picture of some handcuffs. So I sent them a picture of Johnny Cochran. Then they sent me a picture of his death certificate. And a picture of how much he would have charged if he would have still been alive. So I sent them a picture of me robbing a bank. Then they sent me a picture of an inmate bending over touching his toes. That's when I sent them cash money. Western Union. Why? Because I don't want to be nobody's bitch in prison.
Well, I don't know, man, because I'm in and out, man. I do a lot of things. I started Funny Stop in 2010, maybe. I'm not big on anniversaries either. I started doing the festivals like 4 years ago. I hit a point where I was like, I'm not going to be a stand-up comedian. I hit a fork in the road where I was like, either I'm going to have to give up my wife, my job, my dog.
All right, Duke Watson, comic of Akron, Ohio. All right, man, what brings you out here tonight?
You know, I wanted to have a drink, see some comedy. Got lucky, got a guest spot. It was a good show.
All right, so why do you do comedy? What like when you wake up and you say, you know, I'm gonna do comedy again today, why do you do it?
Yeah, I want to make people laugh. You know, I was a bad kid. I got into trouble. I started fights, but I was the class clown. So making people laugh has always been a coping mechanism, I guess.
This club created almost 200 headliners in 30-some years, you guys. And thank you for the program. And I got one more thing. 2 years ago, anybody listen to WNIR 100.1 FM? Stand by it. He was the morning host show. He died. He's the guy, he made amateur life. He hosted amateur life for 30-some years.
One more time for Pete, everybody. Oh yeah. We're gonna do our best of fest, but first I want to thank everybody that was involved with this festival. I'm probably gonna shut up, Skills. Quit ruining my goddamn moment. Fucking dickhead. I need to come and break up Tropidelic, alright? That's a super inside joke. Obviously, Pete, Nadal, Chef Tony, the entire Funny Stop team, Morgan Gallo, Rob Stant, Rob White, Jacy, Lafontaine, Dave Herron, Connor Morgan, Ben Frank, Katie Hester, Rebecca Kaplan, John King, fucking Akron legend John King, everybody. Joe Briggs, Paul Henry, who's Ray Roberts? I don't know how his name got on the flyer. Samantha Archel, Brandon Petrie, Jeremy Sear, Tabitha Jones, Chris Paul with the Ad Hominem Attack Show. Those guys made me fall back in love with comedy again. If it wasn't for them, this festival probably wouldn't have happened. The Midnight Gardeners, sorry, I've been drinking scotch. They came in, they're fucking hilarious. There's more that people just popped in on shows. Mike DeShoka, Jimmy Killis, Logan Rajal, Brian Kenny, Amanda Ambrose, Joe Graham, John Armstrong, Hannah Belmont, Mark Masters, Bob McClure, Drew Miller, Duke Watson, Nick Jordan, Zach Thomas, Blake Townsend, Jeremy Sheridan. Alright guys, that's our festival. Hey, if you had a part in this festival, if you were ever on a microphone, if you're just a comic in Akron, if you've worked on anything, we want to take some group photos. So come up to the stage. We appreciate it so much. Follow us on social media, Rubber City Comedy Festival. We're probably going to go over the Red Fox and probably fist fight people. Have a good night. Thank you. Comics, please come to the stage. I don't care if you've been doing comedy 3 weeks and you hung out. Just come up. It's all part of the thing. Sorry, man. No, I don't think I'll never show you. I just want want to say this real quick. This is like the 6th festival I ran, and I've been to 10. This is the best fucking lineup we've ever had, or I've ever seen.
What got you into doing comedy? Why do you even do it? Why do you keep coming back? What makes you keep coming back to this?
It's just